Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go through this slideshow here, and we're going to talk about why it is so important to share Isagenix and how easy it can actually be, even though it can definitely be somewhat scary at times. So when we share, we talk about how we need to create a brand. I would say that my brand is definitely fitness. Jennifer's brand is more likely the dogs that she actually helps to rescue. You have to learn to establish a brand. When you start to develop followers in your business, that's when you're going to realize what your brand is. As far as building your business, there are actually 6 modules that Isagenix follows: using the products, making your list and developing your story, connecting, sharing with others, getting new members started the right way, and plugging into events. This is something that has been tried and true through Isagenix. This is definitely what they consider duplicable. So I wanted to just teach you the basics of this. And then, we're going to walk through Facebook, we're going to walk through these, and then we're going to walk through actually doing a 3-way call. So as far as the 6 modules, using the products, they talked a lot in Celebration about how you need to really become a product of the product. So you cannot ask somebody to try something that you haven't tried. If you haven't tried a product, how are they going to be able to trust you to know that this product is okay, or that this is something that they're going to want to try? So you need to be using these products every single day in your life. Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't want to. I know that for the rest of my life, I will definitely be using these products, but make sure that you are definitely using these products. Another thing that you need to do is familiarize yourself with the tools that Isagenix has. So visit isaproduct.com, and this will actually help you to learn how to use the products and which systems you should use for best results. For example, why you should offer a performance pack to somebody who is athletic, and you need to know what the products are about. Second, another thing that you really should be doing is joining the IsaBody Challenge. If you are wanting to share this with other people and you are wanting to make sure that you have the very best results from your team, then you have to be doing these things, because if you're not doing them, then they're not going to do them either. So get yourself in the IsaBody Challenge and get yourself in the Healthy Mind and Body as well. So next, you want to make sure you develop your story and make your list. Right now, you all should have a list of 100 people. Those 100 people are going to be crucial to your business. You can look at this list every single day and know that you always have somebody that you can reach out to. When you create this list, and if you've marked off all 100 of those people, tuck that list away and create another list of 100 people. Another thing you need to be doing is creating a chicken list. I will tell you that there are several people on my chicken list that I have actually reached out to for this 90-day game plan, and I'm really excited about that because I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I'm hoping that that makes big strides in my business. But a chicken list is somebody that you are just, let's just say, chicken to reach out to. So say that CEO of the business that you think could really do well for you, or even your family member. My sister-in-law, I am terrified to reach out to her because she is so negative about the product, and I'm terrified to reach out to her, and she is like number 1 on my chicken list. So even my family members are on my chicken list. So when you develop your story, you have to know what drives you the most. For me, it's my family. I want to be able to go part-time and be home with my family. I want to travel with my family. I want my kids to continue to be able to go to a private school. My family drives me. The next thing that drives me is my health, because I want to be healthy and I want to be here for my family. So you have to figure out what drives you the most in order to, first of all, develop your story and to establish your why. You need to know how you can connect with your why. How do I connect with my family? I know that at the end of the day, when I put Isagenix away, that I have done this because I want to be able to stay home with my family. You have to know how you can connect with your why. You also need to make sure that you can set your team members up for this. So Isagenix recommends that you make sure that you can see your vision. I thought that a vision board was so stupid. I'm not going to lie. I did. I thought it was so stupid. But I thought about this, and I last Sunday, before we started the 90-day game plan, I actually sat down with my kids and I asked them, if I were to create or make this goal, what would you want to do? And they threw all of these things at me, and they put them on these boards, and they look at them every single day, and they remind me why I'm doing this. So make sure, first of all, create a vision board. I know I thought it was so dumb. I'm not kidding. I did. But I did it. I did it, and I'm glad. And I'm glad because I got my family on board. But next, you need to make sure that you post your goals where you can see them every single day. Make sure that those goals are posted so that when you walk into the bathroom and you brush your teeth, you know that next week your goal is to be Crystal executive or manager. Post your goals, okay? And then make sure you speak your goal to the universe. Kelsey, what's your goal? Unmute yourself and tell me. I can't hear you, but we'll take it as it's a good one. Oh, unmute yourself in the left-hand corner.
I would like to become manager.
Okay. Jennifer, what's your goal?
I will become executive.
You will. That's right. Trish, what's your goal? You think she'll unmute herself?
Yeah.
Bev and Bruce, what's your goal? They may not be able to unmute themselves actually because they're on the phone. Is that Jim?
He was going to sign in.
Do you have a goal? Can you unmute yourself and tell us what your goal is? I might have to unmute. There we go. Okay, Jim, now can you tell me what your goal is? Oh, you may have to click on join audio. We had problems with this before. That's all right. We can get this next time. All right. Jennifer, I'll let you unmute yourself again when I mute everybody, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so again, create your vision board, post your goals where you can see them, and speak your goals to the universe. Oops. Go back here. So making sure that you're connecting with people. You want to do this on Facebook, via text message or phone calls. People are everywhere. When you go to a grocery store, smile at everybody. You never know who you're going to run into that needs you today. Seriously, you do not know when you're going to find the next person that needs you. So make sure that you're sharing your story every single day. I've shared my story 6 times today. 6 times already today I've shared my story. And every time I say it, it makes me remember why I'm doing this. So when you get your new members started, you want to make sure that they're doing this right, okay? Make sure you use tools that are duplicable. Make sure you send them welcome emails. Something that's personal to them, not just some standard email. Like I spent the time to type out a template of a welcome email that I send to all my people, and all my people send to their people. I'm okay with that. But I also put a little bit of a personalized message in that into that as well. Make sure that when you get a new member, you're introducing them to the support groups that have helped you along the way. When you introduce them to the support groups, it makes them feel welcome. It makes them understand what our culture is, because we really do have a fantastic culture. Oops. Also, events. Events are super important. I did not realize until I went to IC University with Jennifer and our crew in May how important events were. I learned so much, not just about Isagenix, but I seriously learned so much about myself. NYKO is coming up. It's in Austin, Texas. You should be there. If you want to grow your business, you need to be in events, okay? A couple other events that they have is ICU. They have Celebration and Super Saturdays. There's actually a Super Saturday that is coming up in September. We would like to go. If you guys want to go with us, we're hoping to be able to get enough people to take a bus. There are going to be some fantastic speakers there, and it's a really great way to get tuned in. So sharing, it's not easy. It's not easy. People ask every single day, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you get your people to share? Well, one thing that I want to first talk about is you guys are already to the point where you're sharing with people. So you need to be using this strategy every single day and every single week in order to make sure that you're getting the people that you're going to teach this, okay? So you need to use a 10-4-1 social media strategy. This means that you should be posting approximately 15 times per week. That's really not a lot considering there's only 7 days in a week. That's 2 to 3 times per day. Prime times to post are typically between 7 to 9 a.m. and 8 to 10 p.m., with Sunday 8 to 10 p.m. being prime time typically to post. Saturdays tend to be a lull time, just from the research that I've seen, and I'm not really sure why that is, but that seems to be kind of a slower time. And Jennifer and I kind of talked about this before. It seems like Facebook is very slow recently, just in general. But keep posting, because Facebook has an algorithm to where when you're posting and people start to like your posts and people start to comment on your posts, they are going to continue to come to the top of people's news feeds. When they come to the top of people's news feeds, more people see them, okay? More people are on Facebook between 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. than any other time of the day. So it's prime time for you to be posting. So with the 10-4-1 strategy, 10 of your posts every week should be about your personal life. 4 of your posts should be business light, and 1 post should be a power post. So 10 personal posts. Like I post a picture of us at my son's birthday party talking about my family because that's who I love. Or I post a picture just of anything in general that I like to do. 4 are business light. And what I mean by that is that you're going to take 4 posts every single week and you're going to semi-incorporate Isagenix. So, oh my gosh, I just had the energy to not only clean my house, run 5 miles, make dinner, and I still feel like I could go run a half marathon, you know, something to that nature. Or it was so nice when I looked in the mirror today and I didn't have to wear makeup because my skin has improved so much from this nutritional system. Or it was so nice that whenever I was super busy today and on the go, all I had to do was grab my shake and I knew that I had a complete meal. I didn't have to worry about preparing anything. Something that's very easy, excuse me, something that's just kind of Isagenix related, but not really. 1 post a week should be a power post. That power post should include a transformation. It should include something direct about how maybe Isagenix has changed your life. It should be something maybe related to the IsaBody challenge, you know, but you want to try to do this without using the actual words Isagenix, because whenever you do that, it actually takes the curiosity out of everything. And we'll kind of talk about that here in a second too. Okay, so one of the very, very big reasons why we're doing this is because we want to express to you the importance of a 3-way call. So a 3-way call is so very important. It is something that if you're not doing, you are not going to be able to build your business. And I'm going to tell you why tonight. Okay, this is the main reason why I wanted to do the call with you guys. So a 3-way call actually sets up with your upline to speak with a new prospect. That is exactly what a 3-way call is. So for example, Jennifer has somebody who's commented on one of her posts and they're interested. So our goal is to introduce the system to them in a curious way and then get them on a call so that we can actually take the time to fully explain the system to them in terms that we can relate to them personally. So what can a three-way call do? First of all, it's a powerful way to build your business. Like I said, new people bring in 80% of your business. So if you are just filling them full of information in a three-way message, they're going to become very bored and they're not going to listen to what you're saying. So getting them on a call quickly is very key. The reasons why three-way calls are so important, first of all, it brings in third-party accountability. So for example, when I first started out, I wanted to talk to my family about this and I was so excited. But had I had somebody that was not related to me talking to my family, it might not have been so hard for me. It actually takes you away. You know, you have friends that you want to talk to about this, but you don't have to be the expert at this point. This is a way for you not to be accountable for this. It's a way for you to learn as well. So when you're on a three-way call, you are actually listening to the person who is hosting the three-way call, and you're learning from that. Another thing is that it actually helps you relate to the person on the other end of that three-way call. Both of you have the opportunity to hear different things about those people, okay? This is also your chance to learn and grow. I can't tell you how many times I word vomited all over new prospects, you know, possible people that really were interested in Isagenix and what I was doing, but I just word vomited everything. I did not know the right words to say. I didn't know how to answer when somebody said, well, it's too expensive. I didn't know the right things to say, but I thought that I needed to do it on my own, and I was completely wrong. So, a couple of pearls that I want you to know. Make sure that you are using something that is consistent and something that's duplicable. So every time I do a three-way call with Jennifer, she probably gets very sick of my story. She knows my story, but she knows my story. If I were to listen to her, I would know her story. If you were to listen to my friend Tara, you would know her story. If you were to listen to our friend Kelly, you would know her story. That gives you so many different stories to tell people that can relate to them. So I personally can relate to somebody who's athletic and uses the system for athleticism. My friend Kelly relates to somebody who needs to lose 100 pounds. I can't relate to that person. So knowing the people on your team, three-way calls allow you to do that. You get to know the people on your team and you know the resources that you need for you to be able to relate to somebody that they might not necessarily relate to you, because somebody who needs to lose 100 pounds is not going to relate to me at all. Okay. If you're not doing at least 3 to 5 three-way calls per week, you're definitely not teaching your team correctly. So I can't express enough to you. Kelsey is new. Bev is new on this group. And I know Kelsey has been putting me in a lot of three-way messages. We have a three-way call tonight. As soon as we're finished with this call, Bev has been putting me in three-way messages, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do whenever you get somebody who comments on your post and shows that they're interested, okay? So every single millionaire with Isagenix uses three-way calls every single day. So do not be afraid of a three-way call, okay? How do you set up a three-way call? So first of all, when you post your power post on Sunday night between 8 and 10 p.m., you are going to make sure that you reply to every single comment on that message. Whenever Joe says, my goodness, what are you doing? Is this Isagenix? Well, you're going to say, hey, Joe, let me PM you. If Susie says, wow, you look great, you're going to say, thank you so much. I just cannot tell you how good I feel. Eventually, Susie's going to ask you what you're doing, okay? You need to make sure that you keep an eye on Susie because you don't want to let her go. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to send that person a private message, okay? You're going to set them up in a private message on Facebook, and you're going to say, thank you so much for liking my post. I know that you're interested in learning about about this nutritional system I'm doing. Would it be okay if I put you in a three-way message with my coach? I'm new at this, and I really know that she can help you answer questions that I can't. And then you're going to add your coach or you can add me. I'm perfectly fine with helping people do three-way calls. Anybody that's on this call that needs to reach out to do one, you can definitely reach out to me as well if Jennifer's busy, which she's pretty awesome. I think that she knows how to do this, so she's really good at it. Anyway, whenever you get this private message set up, let your coach take over, okay? Learn from what your coach is saying. In this message, you're going to ask people pertinent information that allows you to personalize your phone call with them. You need to learn about this person. This is not about you. This is about them, okay? Now you're going to allow the person who will be, well, like I just said, to respond to the message. So you're going to watch and learn. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to notice that upline coach of yours is going to set a date for a call. I try to what I like to do is put a couple of dates. For example, instead of saying, when can we talk? I will say, I would really like to talk to you more about this system, but it's really easily explained over the phone. I'm available on Tuesday at 2 p.m. or Tuesday at 3 p.m. Which of these times works for you? This does not give them the opportunity to say, I'm sorry, I can't do that. They will say, oh, okay, we'll do 2 o'clock. Then you set the message, okay? 10 to 15 minutes before this phone call, I want you to send them a message with a reminder and an Isagenix video that pertains to them. So if they're gonna want to lose 100 pounds, you're gonna send them a video about the 100-pound club. If it's somebody that is athletic, you're gonna send them the Team Isagenix video. If you guys don't know how to send messages or send these videos, let Jennifer or myself know so that we can show you where to go to get these videos, okay? So the next thing that you need to remember is three-way call etiquette. When you have somebody who is willing to do a three-way call for you to help you grow your business, you have to be respectful of that. So make sure that your upline member is in charge of the call. Don't interrupt in the middle of a three-way call. And try to keep your call to only 10 to 15 minutes, okay? I like to ask, for example, when Jennifer and I are on a three-way call, I like to ask her questions because she probably knows that person better than I do, and I don't want that person to feel, I don't want them to feel overwhelmed with things, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I take Jennifer out of the picture with having to be the salesperson, so to speak. It keeps their friendship on a different level versus Jennifer being the salesperson. So follow up. You know, I can't tell you how important follow-up is. Follow-up is important if you have reached out to somebody, okay? If you have reached out to somebody, you need to be following up with them within 12 hours. If you don't follow up with them in 12 hours, you're probably going to they're going to lose interest. They're probably not going to be interested anymore. You know, when you get a new person who starts on this system, you need to follow up with them, especially through the first 11 days. You need to ask them how they're doing. Is there anything that you need? Jennifer is amazing at this. She is fantastic. She's got it down. I wish I had a little more of her oomph because she does a great job. If you want your people to share, you need to be on them at day 5, okay? Day 5 is key. Day 5, they're feeling great. Day 5, they've lost 5 to 10 pounds and they are feeling so good. This is the time you need to be on top of your people. This is kind of what I like to do. Day 5 comes around. Hey, so-and-so, how are you doing today? I'm really excited to hear your results. Well, I lost 7 pounds. And I look great and I feel great and I'm sleeping at night. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is great. Do you have any pictures? So they send me their pictures and I look at those pictures and you can see a huge difference. And you say, you really should share these pictures. Right, Kelsey? You should share these pictures because there's somebody out there looking for what you have. You could be so inspiring to somebody. If they don't feel comfortable, that's fine. They don't have to share their pictures, but just know that it's going to just keep getting better for them, and you have to make sure you're following up. Okay, so I want to actually open this call up. I'm going to unmute everybody. And I want to know if you have any specific questions that I might be able to answer for you today. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Jennifer, do you have questions?
I don't think so. I'm pretty good about texting you multiple times a day with all my questions.
Is there anything that I didn't answer that maybe you think I should address, or anything that you think I should address with everybody that they might benefit from?
No, because I think once, they start doing like the three-way PMs with you or my people with me, we get a better idea of those types of questions that we kind of go through. The big thing, like I learned from you in the three-way PMs, is that you don't give away too much information. So you always kind of respond to what they answer back to you and kind of say, that's great, or thank you for that information.
Hey.
You always follow it with a question.
What?
I know you always do that. You always PM with another question. And it kind of keeps you in control so that they can't go off and start asking all these questions that you don't want to quite answer through the PM and get them on the phone. So.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's one of the things that was so hard for me in the beginning was, oh my gosh, this system does this, 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 and this. And then you're going from acidic to alkali. And I just word vomited, but they didn't want to hear those things. They wanted to know what it could do for them. And so when you make it about them and you really listen to what they have to say and you really care about what they have to say or what they want from this system, then that's when the magic happens. Because it's not, for me, it's about making sure everybody feels as good as I feel. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. I do have goals. Yes, I do have goals to build my business, but I can't do that unless people feel as good as I feel. All right. Does anybody else have any questions?
I have one question.
All right.
As far as they always want to get to cost first thing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you steer them away from that and not get them scared of the cost when they do hear it?
That's actually a very, very good question. And there are a couple of different ways that I approach that. So everybody says, okay, so what does it cost? Okay, well, that's a very good question. Actually, we have several different packages to choose from. They range from $11 a day up to $17 a day. And we actually can personalize the package to fit your needs. The $11 a day package replaces 68 meals. So you're not actually spending that money on groceries. You're actually reallocating your grocery money. So this isn't in addition to your groceries. Another way that I learned was, okay, so tell me what do you eat for breakfast? We'll just go with Jennifer, okay, or Kelsey. Kelsey, you answer this. Okay, tell me, just pretend this is the old Kelsey. What do you eat for breakfast?
McDonald's.
Okay, so let's say you're having a McDonald's sandwich. Are you having a hash brown with that sandwich?
Well, normally, because it was cheaper, just do the meal.
Okay, so you're spending about $3.97 on your breakfast, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then whenever you come in, do you have a cup of coffee?
Yes.
Okay, so that's another $1 right there. So, and then tell me about your snacks. What do you snack on during the day?
Yeah. Chips, anything I could really get my hands on that was easy accessible.
Okay, so would you say it would be reasonable that you probably spent between $2 and $3 a day on snacks?
Probably.
Okay, so we're going to put $2 down just to go to the low end of your snacking. So tell me, throughout the day, besides your coffee, did you have any soda? Did you have any tea? Were you drinking anything besides water?
Not regularly.
Okay, and what about
Occasionally,
lunch? What do you think you would spend on lunch every day?
It depends. Sometimes I would bring like a lean cuisine or if I didn't plan and not pack, then I would be going out for lunch again. So minimally $5 probably.
Okay, so we'll put a minimum of $5 down. And then any snacks in the afternoon besides the $2 you spent in the morning?
Probably not.
Okay, and then what about supper? Tell me what you think you might spend on supper.
Well, for the whole family, normally probably $20 for all of us.
And there's 4 of you, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say $5 for supper. So when I add that up, $5 for supper, $5 for lunch, that's 10, plus $2 for your snack, that's 12, plus $1 for your coffee, that's 13, and then $3.97 for your breakfast. Look right there, that's $17 that you're spending every single day on your meals. I have a package that will make you that you'll only spend $11 a day. So I know that you can fit into this $11 a day package. See how that worked?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is that you look at them and you say, who do you know? Who do you know right now that would be your cleanse buddy and sign up underneath you and allow you to get your products for free immediately? Who do you know? Do you want this? I mean, is this something that you want? I know that you told me that you have 100 pounds to lose, and I know that I have a solution for you. So those are just a couple of things that I've learned. Spotlight on Kelsey.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Like something, maybe how to answer rejections?
How about like after you do a 3-way call with somebody, or just like a 2-way call, and they said they needed more time to think about it, or they need to talk to their spouse, how long do you usually wait to follow up with them, and what do you usually say to them when you do follow up?
That's a really good question. So if I have somebody that, for example, I had a 3-way call tonight. When I got off of the call, they said they needed some time. So tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon, I'll say, first of all, I think about what they had told me. So I had one lady that told me she's already lost 112 pounds, but that she has another 100 pounds to lose. And so when I message her tomorrow, I'm going to say, hey, so-and-so, I thought about you today when I ran into my friend Kelly at the gym. And I know that this system can work for you because it is the only system that ever worked for my friend Kelly. So if there's anything that I can do to help you get started, please reach out to me. And I just want you to know that I'm here for you. Just make it personal. Don't let it fall into the constant, hey, did you decide what you want to do about this? Are you ready to join up? Try to make it personal as much as you can, because it really is about them. And so to make it that personal is the best way. Yeah, I got a little peeping Tom back here if you can't see him running back behind me. What else was I going to say? Oh, another thing, Kelsey, about the whole price thing. One thing that I use, because I personally experienced it, is the fact that when I started using this system, I was drinking 2 big old sugar-filled, expensive Starbucks coffees every single day. Those things are almost $6 a piece. That's $12 a day that I save by just not drinking. I haven't had one since June. That's a huge savings. So when you can also explain to them that when they start to incorporate the better nutrition into their lives, they're not going to want the bad stuff anymore. And so they're actually going to save money in the long run. All right. Do we have any other questions?
Amanda, can you hear me?
I can, Bruce.
Okay. How do you go about answering the question when somebody's thinking about signing up and you get to the point where you say you need your Social Security number and that shuts them off?
That is a very good question. I was so hesitant when I first started this to say I work for a multi-level marketing company, because people automatically say pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme. Well, when I am talking to people on a three-way call, which I know that pretty soon you and me and Bev will be doing this, but, what I say immediately is, first of all, it's like, is there anything else I can do to get you started today? And they say no. And then I'll say, okay, so I just want to let you know up front that we are a multi-level marketing company. It does require us to get your social security number. And that is because if you have the amazing results I think you're going to have, then you're going to want to share this with people, or people are going to start asking you what you're doing. And if you share with them, you actually can earn your product for free, and you could possibly build a business. And so Uncle Sam kind of needs to know what your social security is. I also let them know that Isagenix has been around for 14 years, that their system has never been breached, and that if they feel more comfortable, they can actually call me over the phone and give me the information.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Anybody else? Jim, do you have any questions? Oh, we can't hear Jim. I'm sorry. If you have questions, text them to Jennifer for sure. Poor guy. All right. Okay, guys. Well, Bev and Bruce, you don't have any more? Trish, you don't have any questions?
Nope.
No. No questions.
Okay. Oh, Rachel's on here. I didn't even see Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Do you have any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for asking me, or to allowing me to do this call for you. If there's ever any topics you guys might be interested in learning about, please let Jennifer know, and I would be glad to do another call. We could do anytime you wanted to. So I'm actually going to stop recording, and